Now, let's not exaggerate that. They probably didn't put it in the trash can that actually was used for trash. When Uncle Harley was making and supplying his 11 herbs and spice mix to the franchisees from 1952 until 1964, that's when my family was in charge of making it. And I say my family lightly because everybody in my family that was involved in making it is no longer alive today, and they did not hand the recipe down through the family. However, it was made in a giant barrel in the back on the porch, stirred with a snow shovel, a metal snow shovel. That barrel was specifically bought and used to make the recipe. That snow shovel was used to make the recipe to stir it with. And then they would do the ratios, package it up, and send that out to the franchisees. Could you imagine the amount of work that took, though? Because Claudia was mainly in charge of mixing it. Cousin Lee helped mix it. Uncle James helped mix it. And I'm sure the daughters helped mix it from time to time. But mainly Claudia, his second wife, was in charge of making it. And she did not hand that thing down to the family. It's a shame, too, because part of her family pretends that they did hand it down and they leaked a fake one, wanting people to believe that it was it, which then led everybody on this belief that my family and everyone in the family has the recipe, and we don't. Anybody could put a recipe on a list and just throw it out there and say it was it and say it was given down. People will believe it. I know this because I've done it, but I've done it with recipes that were already leaked. People don't pay attention too much when they see that stuff. It just goes viral and they're like, oh, he's doubling down with the biscuit recipe. Anyways, you didn't ask about any of that stuff. You're just bringing up the coleslaw in a 55-gallon trash can. The trash can most likely was not used for actual trash. It was specifically bought and used to mix the coleslaw. Which, by the way, actually the recipe was mixed in a 55-gallon drum. We referred to it as a 55-gallon drum. Call it a trash can. There's y'all's hint on that, by the way. You know, we revealed red pepper, allspice, sage, coriander, cinnamon, ginger. We know white and black pepper are in it, but we don't think that that's actually part of the 11. We think that is additives to it, but speculation. But a 55-gallon drum, how much of the ingredients can you fit in that to get the perfect ratio? There's your hint. That's what he ratioed the recipe in. Originally, it was mixed in a 55-gallon drum. So how many packets of the recipe could you get? How many did he get in one 55-gallon drum? How many franchisees did he have to do it in a 55-gallon drum? 90% of the people watching this won't watch it this far, so like nobody asked for that information, but there it is. I just thought of it while explaining the whole thing. So you talking about the 55-gallon trash can reminded me of the 55-gallon drum that the recipe was mixed in, and that's the first step to the ratio.